it's Denpa here. I'm back with another episode of Totono, You and Me and Her. So last time we left off, Aoi recoded the universe so that me and Miyuki would be hashtag together forever, which is really cool, but also makes me worried about the last, like any other endings that I could have gotten in the game if it weren't for Aoi resetting the universe. So half of me wants to re-download the game and then get like whatever ending I can get with Aoi, but another half of me is too lazy to do that, so I won't be doing that in this stream, but maybe in the future. But with that being said, let's load our save and go. Hello? Huh? Right as I walk in the door, I get an impromptu apology from a first year girl. Was it something I did? Of course not. See, she knows I wasn't being creepy. Uh... A split second later, she takes off like a bat out of hell. Yep. Yep. We weren't picking on her. If anything, I'm pretty sure I'm the victim here. Man, you sure are a delicate little flower. God. Man, you sure a delicate little flower like her can handle being in a play? She can't turn down a confession I never made. That said, I wouldn't mind seeing her perform sometime. It's been this way ever since we were kids. Yeah, I guess you could say that. We'd always run out of allowance money, but the guy in charge took a liking to us and would let us play for free now and then. From there, the batting cages quickly became our usual hangout spot. I'm so worried about her getting a concussion from from missing a ball or something and it hitting her in the head. The bat cuts through empty air. Aoi tilts her head in puzzlement. Miyuki takes the bat from Aoi and steps into the batter's box. After 2 practice swings, the ball erupts forth. And the next second, she sends it rocketing into the safety net. Miyuki heaves a sigh. Let's see. For starters, try to keep your eye on the ball. You're not looking at it when you swing. This time, try watching it and see what happens. Aoi takes the bat and heads to the batter's box.
見たのって見ただけじゃダメでしょ
No, it's a good first step. We want her to get comfortable with the ball. Why don't you start with a bunt? Just hold the bat out in front of you.
こうなの
That's it. Keep your eye on the ball and match the bat to its trajectory.
よく見て合わせルル当たったの
It wasn't much of a hit, more like the world's weakest ground ball, but I'll take it. See? What did I tell you?
はい新一名コーチなの
Thanks, I guess.
もう一回なのボールをよく見るルルすごいまた当たるの
This time, how about you try swinging?
ルル
The ball grazes against her ungainly swing. Foul ball. Still, she's definitely making progress.
相変わらず教えるのうまいわね
I wouldn't say I'm anything special.
ちっちゃい頃からの才能よ
You think so?
私は覚えてる何回も日記を読み返したから
Truth be told, I remember it too. Looking at her now, you'd never picture it, but back when Miyuki first started, she sucked even worse than Aoi. I was the one who taught her how to swing.
ルル飛んだ前に飛んだの
It sure did. I saw the whole thing. Aoi's smile is genuine and pure. I vaguely remember Miyuki smiling like that way back when.
ここで野球を教わったから演劇で主役がつかめたの
Hey, come on, you got the part through your own efforts.
違うきっかけをくれたのはいつも新一よ
Years of diligent hard work, and look where she is now. We may have had started off on equal footing, but now we're miles apart.
あれ昔のままだね
She points to the safety net. The net is adorned with a series of targets: hit, double, triple, and home run. Hit these targets and you'll win free play coupons. Man, that takes me back. When we were little, Miyuki and I would always challenge each other to a game. Whoever missed the most shots would have to carry both book bags all the way home. Mind you, we almost never hit those targets. But that didn't stop us from trying.
私もう一回新一が打ってるところ
Her voice is like a whisper. But I don't answer her. I don't have it in me. Instead, I stare silently into the distance. Deep down, something tells me, if I respond to that request, it'll destroy everything the three of us have built.
ルル上達早いわねコーチ天才なの
Maybe you stand a chance of beating Miyuki now.
勝負じゃあ3人で賭けでもしましょうか
Miyuki points at the targets with a bat.
順番にボールを打って一番的に近かった人の言うことを聞かなきゃいけないもちろん球速にはハンデをつけるわどうやってみないやるの勝って新一とみゆきが恋人に
No. I shoot her down firmly. Aoi, aren't you tired after all that?
ルル
I know you aren't feeling 100% today. Let's call it a day and go home.
逃げるのまたそうやって適当に言い訳つけて
Sure, whatever, let's go with that.
よくない
Huh? It's not like Miyuki to scream like that.
前はそうじゃなかった新一何を怖がってるの
I'm not afraid of anything. I just don't like pointless conflict.
嘘つき
She's absolutely right. I can't even find it in me to get mad about it. Fact of the matter is, Aoi isn't feeling the best.
そんなことルル
Aoi tries to argue but staggers sideways. See? I told you. She frowns to herself. Alright, let's get out of here. And Miyuki's pissed and I don't know why. Miyuki still doesn't look convinced, but I ignore her and lead the way out of the building. Come on, don't be mad. This is your idea of not mad? Here under the starry night sky, Aoi's gait is even more unsteady than usual. I have a really bad feeling about this. Is it about that thing from before? Aoi cuts in. Miyuki flinches in alarm. Oh, I feel like our affection points for Miyuki are not doing the best. Is there a way for me to see? Because I know in Dramatical Murder specifically, like every time you would get an affection point, it would show up on the screen, but I guess that's not an option here. I'm sorry, I just thought it would be okay since we're all friends. Miyuki looks like she's ready to explode. Desperate, I look to Aoi for help. I mean... He what? Aoi's tone is perfectly innocent. It catches me off guard and I fail to stop her in time. Miyuki asks in a low voice. She looks scary with her eyes like that. No, that's not... Look, you've got the wrong idea. Aoi tries to stop her, but Miyuki doesn't even glance back. I know I need to say something, anything, but the words won't come. Everything Aoi said about me was true. I have no excuse. Moments later, Miyuki vanishes into the night. No. Aoi was just stating the facts, nothing more. If I don't go after her now, I'll never have a second chance. I can feel it in my gut. And yet, I can't bring myself to do it. No. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with chilly night air. This was fated to happen sooner or later. I always hoped we could stay together, that these days would last forever. But we're not little kids anymore. Our circumstances are complicated now. We overthink things, we walk on eggshells, we freak out over nothing. Miyuki is the queen bee of the entire school. Like the moon hanging in the sky, she's on a pedestal far beyond my reach. I don't even deserve to count myself among her friends. Aoi suddenly raises her hand. Okay. Save here. That's her gamer brain again. I look up at the sky. It's breathtakingly beautiful the way the starlight twinkles across time and space to reach us down here on Earth. Life is like a staircase. You just gotta keep climbing. Otherwise, if you start to overthink it, you'll have trouble taking the next step. There are no branching paths. No point in regretting the actions you didn't take. They say life is a series of choices, but that's nonsense cooked up by the old and bitter. Yesterday leads to today, and today leads to tomorrow, one step at a time. Don't you remember what I said? I'm not cut out for a fairy tale ending. All I need is a normal life. As I mutter to myself, I glance back, but no one is standing there. My voice fades into the night. Haha. Man, I must be really losing it. Who was I talking to? Myself? An email? What? Attached is a single photo. Where's Aoi? Just like that, Miyuki's final performance came and went. The second she walks into the classroom, she instantly draws everyone's attention, just like always. Except she doesn't talk to me anymore. And I don't talk to her either. Just another morning here at school. Same as always. In the end, I never went to see the play. I'm told it was a roaring success. I can imagine Miyuki up on stage, kissing the romantic lead. I'm sure it was a beautiful moment. But I couldn't care less. Miyuki and I aren't friends anymore. We've gone back to the way we were before. And that's probably for the best. What was? I sincerely doubt that. Oh, great. Get a new job. I don't know what this work entails, but please leave me out of it. The sun sets over the town. Slowly but surely, it sinks beyond the horizon. The crimson sky is breathtaking, almost like a stage backdrop. As for me, I can only be myself. Trapped within the confines of my little world, I'll live out a normal life, and then the story will come to an end before I know it. No rising action, no climax, no falling action, no tidy little resolution. Here I find myself stuck in a rut, all other routes closed to me. Just what I deserve, don't you think? I muttered down at the photo from that day. Needless to say, she doesn't answer me. Three years later, I'm in my kitchen frying up some discount pork. I chop up some onions and add them to the pan. That's a swanky apartment he's got. Bought myself a side salad for 30% off too. Now I just need to stir a little dashi broth into my miso soup mix and I'm set. This is a pretty fancy dinner for a bachelor who works minimum wage, if I do say so myself. Oh crap, the show's on. I hastily shut off the burner. Surely I've cooked it for long enough by now. Probably. It'll be fine. I serve myself a bowl of steaming hot rice, then dump the stir-fried pork onto my salad and quickly switch on the TV. Sone Miyuki dropped out of high school to make her debut in the entertainment industry. These days, her popularity is skyrocketing. Scarcely a day goes by where I don't see her on screen somewhere. She's so famous, she's practically worshipped. I always knew she had talent, but I never imagined this. Oh, okay. That's not quite what she said. She said, "I'll never forgive you," but it's kind of like apples and oranges, you know? Yikes, creepy. That's Miyuki for you. Her acting skills are really out of this world. As for me, I'm a big fan. I watch any and every show she's in. Oh, that's kind of sad. That said, I'm not the kind of person who typically gets caught up in the hype, and I don't foresee myself attending any of her autograph sessions.
でもね、もし君がずっと私を好きでいてくれるなら、永遠に愛してくれるなら、幸せにしてあげるよ。
Miyuki gazes at her male co-star with a fervor in her eyes. No surprise there either. Their relationship was just leaked to the press a few days ago. Neither of them denied it in the subsequent interviews, and now the celebrity blogs are all going crazy over the news. But none of that is my business now. The two of us are worlds apart, and she's somewhere I can never reach. But it doesn't bother me. I can't bring myself to feel jealous either. All I feel is the steam rising from my rice, and the overseasoned pork stinging the back of my throat, and the chopped onions belatedly stinging my eyes. Okay, maybe I'm crying. But I saw that interview, and I know she's the happiest she's ever been. So clearly these are just happy tears. Now then. So Shinichi got cucked in the end, even though Aoi said she fixed the world so that Shinichi would never get cucked. But I guess Shinichi or I fucked that up by not making the right choices. Maybe I need a guide. I gather my dirty dishes and head to the sink. The days pass by as I follow the path I was fated to take. Hey, Aoi. What?
新一
You dropped your phone again.
か。
If you don't want to risk losing it, you need to make sure you hold on to it.
うん。
Just as Aoi smiles.
ルル。
Whoa, her body tumbles sideways.
あれ、電池切れかけなの？
Oh shit, did I get another chance? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this part. But there's no choice. So it's not like I can fix it, right?
あ、
She's not paying attention.
箱なの。
Yep, that sure is a box.
それがどうして？
That was me, sorry. Just then we hear a tiny meow from inside. Just like that, Miyuki's fury evaporates.
開けるの。ちょっとやめなさい。
Oh, kitty.
猫なの？
That sure is a cat, yep.
見てない。見てないわ。
A teeny tiny little black kitten. Oh wait, there's a streak of white on its forehead.
雷みたいなの。そんな詳細な解説。エルの顔見るの？ああ、もう名前まで。
Miyuki shrieks, her face buried in her hands as Aoi lifts the kitten in her direction.
嫌なの？あ、お願いやめて。可愛いの。正義。見たくない。私は何も見たくない。
She sneezes hard, and the force of it pulls her face back from her hands.
見えたの。
Miyuki's wide-eyed stare is transfixed onto the kitten. She looks like she might tackle it at any moment.
ルル？風邪なの？
She's allergic.
アレルギーなだけよ。
Miyuki sniffs.
猫なんて飼えるわけないわ。ほら、しんいち、行くわよ。
Huh? But
待つの。
the hell do you think you're doing? I take my eyes off her for 2 seconds, and now she's wearing the cat ears from her onesie. Oh, they're detachable. That's pretty cool.
親猫なの。
Nice try. Cats don't talk. They meow.
ルル。
Aoi frowns down at herself for a moment.
親猫にゃの。
I remember this. This exact same thing happened in that game, too.
猫まんまで猫好きわかったのにゃ。みゆき協力するのにゃ。断るわ。ルル？
Miyuki's tone is surprisingly icy.
あなたペットを飼う場所なんてあるの？ 漫画喫茶に動物持ち込めないわよ。それは。それじゃあ保護者のところに帰る？頭を下げて猫を飼ってもらえる？ルル。でもみゆき、こういうのは拾わないとバッドルートに。友達として忠告するわ。
Miyuki's countenance contorts viciously.
ここはゲームの世界じゃない。もしあなたが猫を拾ったりしたなら絶好よ。
Oh my goodness. Just like that, Miyuki turns smartly on her heel and stalks away. Her long hair flutters in the moonlight as she disappears into the darkness of night. The kitten meows after her, but she doesn't turn back. Moments later, she's gone. It was all so sudden I had no time to react. All I could do was watch her go. Meanwhile, the memory of our conversation floats through my head. I want to help her come to terms with reality. And I think that's the best thing we can do for her. Aoi's gaze wanders into the distance as she takes off her cat ears. But this isn't her usual absent-minded gaze. Instead, she seems to be searching desperately for something she can't quite track down. You alright? Well, I imagine it means she'll stop being friends with you, or maybe stop talking to you at all. No, she doesn't hate you. Knowing her, she just snapped and lashed out a little harder than she meant to. Aoi falls silent, but her emotional reaction is noticeably different compared to the time she attempted to blackmail us with that photo. I have to do something. We could keep the kitten at my place. It's a big house and my parents aren't around. Turns out living alone has its perks. Yeah, fair point. Admittedly, I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving such a small kitten to fend for itself for hours at a time. Aoi quietly raises her hand. I remember what Miyuki said on our way home the other day. She admitted that she saw her old self in Aoi. And if this were any regular classmate, she would have never threatened to cut ties. She wouldn't have risked making waves. She would have just smiled and played nice no matter what. And yet when it comes to Aoi, Miyuki doesn't play nice. You sure? As the kitten rubs against her leg, Aoi gently scoops it up and puts it back in the cardboard box. She pets the kitten sadly. She continues to pet the kitten over and over. Evidently, she can't quite bring herself to leave. Aoi? With that, Aoi finally stands up and turns back, and sure enough... Fourth Ace says, "Hello, Denpa-sama. Hello, welcome to the stream." Her face is soaked with tears. Reflexively, I reach out and stroke her hair. Well, they can't all be happy tears, you know. Back in the classroom, Aoi never used to show any emotion whatsoever. But once we made friends with her, she learned to smile, and she learned to cry. Sometimes you cry when you're sad too. But this isn't a bad thing. She's changing for the better. I'm sure of it. I mean, Shinichi did the right thing by offering to keep it at his place. But I understand why Aoi wouldn't want to make waves. But then I start thinking, what if Aoi was alone? What if we weren't there for her? What if Miyuki hadn't been around to scold her? Obviously, Aoi would have adopted the kitten. She would have tried and failed to sneak the kitten back into the manga cafe, and then the manager would have thrown her out, and then she would have spent the night on the streets. I can picture it clear as day. Aoi wouldn't have had anyone to turn to, and the kitten would have frozen to death out in the cold. God, are you out there? To Aoi, God has to exist. It's the only way she can feel validated in the way she chooses to live her life. After all, a God would surely show favor to good people who do good things. If God really did have a cell phone, if he really was one just quick phone call away. Oh, I fucked that up. If he really was just one quick phone call away, would he answer her prayers? Is he waiting out there somewhere beyond the sky? Wait, the sky? Oh shit, it's raining. Go get that cat. The nights get pretty chilly in the fall. One measly cardboard box isn't enough to stay warm. The kitten's gotta be freezing out there, helpless and confused, calling out for a mother that will never return. Even I'm not heartless enough to turn a blind eye to it. And the second Aoi puts two and two together, I know she's just gonna run right over there. I find the cardboard box wilting in the rain. I open it and hesitantly peer inside. The kitten is gone. Hopefully it just means someone else came along and adopted the poor thing, but should I swing by the manga cafe just in case? Just then my thoughts are interrupted by my ringtone. Hello? What? You are? Of course, Miyuki must be looking for Aoi too. That's kind of reassuring, actually. She must have reached the same conclusion I did. Where's Aoi? I knew it. I'm at the cardboard box. The cat's gone. Hey, come on, don't get mad at her for this. Nobody in their right mind would leave a kitten out here to die in the rain. Just stop shouting, okay? Take a breath. Not at all. To be fair, Aoi is hardly a child. She could probably look after herself and a kitten, assuming she... Then I remembered the sight of her standing absently outside the school gates, no umbrella, waiting for Miyuki in the pouring rain. We need to find her. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Miyuki. But where do we look? Her parents' house, maybe? The implication is clear and I can't deny it. Where else might Aoi go? The first thing I can think of is the top of the school roof over the stairs. But there's no way Aoi would want to be outside right now, not with this kitten in tow. In which case, what does that leave us with? Where else would she go? It's no use. I can't think of anywhere else. I don't even know where to start. I don't have the first clue. God, I'm so fucking useless. Oh, right. Miyuki snaps me back to reality. Aoi, the self-professed transceiver. Aoi, the girl with just one entry in her address book. The two of us are her only friends. And right now, we're the only ones who can help her. Miyuki, thank you for helping me look for her. Somehow I can picture her exact expression. I know her, and I know she likes being friends with Aoi. She would never actually end the friendship. She only threatened to cut ties because of how much she cares. Well, that's not healthy. That's not nice. Otherwise, there's no way she'd be out here in the dark, in the pouring rain, trying to check up on her. I dig through my memories. All the days we spent hanging out with Aoi. I knew our friendship was the real deal. There has to be a clue in here somewhere. There just has to be. The visual novel. I gotta swing back by my place real fast. I think I have an idea. No clue, but it's gotta be better than searching at random. I hang up and hurry home. The mobile game Yutaro lent me, it has an almost identical stray cat scene. If she's acting out the scenes from it, then maybe I need to go play through more of the game to see where she goes next. As soon as my house comes into view, I find myself dashing up the walkway and through the front door. Then I bolt up the stairs to my room and grab the loaner phone I had left to charge on my bed. I need to get back to the next scene as quickly as possible. Impatiently, I hit the skip button. The text shoots past and fast forward. Wait, right now I'm skipping through the past to line up to the real world present, but what if I read further? I mean, this is one of those dating sim type games, right? Which means the protagonist will probably hook up with the heroine in the end. So, does that mean Aoi will try to act out that part in real life too? Hello! A sudden sound effect catches me off guard. My hand slips and I accidentally deselect the skip button. Wait, is this? Coming! Miyuki asks through gasps of breath, and I nod. Thanks for coming with me. Yeah, at least I'm pretty sure. I don't blame her for being skeptical. Despite Aoi's fondness of the roof, I told myself there's no way she could have trespassed onto school grounds at night. See? Look. Someone's left the pedestrian gate hanging open. Let's go. Sure enough, the front entrance doors have been left ajar as well. The school building is completely deserted. As we change into our indoor shoes, the slightest clack of our soles on the linoleum seems to reverberate like a gunshot. This way. Look down. There's a trail of water droplets leading into the opposite direction, toward the gym. Huh? Oh, well, I'm honestly not sure how to explain it to her. The whole reason we're here because there's a scene in the game where a soaking wet Aoi takes cover in the gym. But I know Miyuki hates conflating video games with reality, and that makes it all the more complicated to explain. Miyuki sighs. She must have sensed my hesitation. Miyuki's voice echoes and fades into the darkness. The gym is pitch black. Normally there wouldn't be a soul here at this hour. I know you're in here, Aoi. Did you hear that? Silence. Aoi doesn't answer. Miyuki shouts into the dark, but Aoi refuses to respond. Instead, all we hear is, "You have a nice voice for narration. Thank you. I appreciate it. That makes me happy." A muffled sob. She's crying. Well, that was definitely the threat she made at the time.
それで出てこない？
Probably. She already chose you over the kitten once before. Come on, Miyuki.
分かってるって。
Miyuki sighs in frustration.
撤回よ、撤回。撤回。絶交は間違い。私たちはまだ友達のまま。だから葵、出てきなさい。撤回なの。
Aoi's wavering voice cuts through the darkness.
絶交しないの？なんでこの雨の中、あなたを探しに来たと思ってるの？あなたが心配だからに決まってるでしょ。本当なの？嘘なんてつかない。だって友達でしょ。ありがとうなの。
Aoi dashes out from backstage,
おびや猫。
wearing her kitty onesie.
みゆき。
So cute! I love the sound effect of her, like, tottering over.
葵が喜んでくれて嬉しいわ。
I can hear a tiny squeak in Miyuki's voice as Aoi's flying tackle hug threatens to nearly send the both of them toppling to the floor. Wait, where's the kitten?
いるの。出る。出るの。
As if on command, the kitten pops its head out from the onesie's chest pocket. Jesus, the levels of cuteness are off the charts. They've even got me grinning.
幸せ。みゆき。
Oh, she died. Miyuki falls to the floor, a dreamy smile on her face.
みゆき。ごめんなの。エルも謝るの。ミャオ。ストップ。わかった。わかったからストップ。それ以上近づかないで。悲劇がまた繰り返されるから。でもエル、お礼に抱きつきたいって。抱きつきですって。仕方ないわね。
What happened to her avoiding a repeat of last time?
繰り返されるものなのよ。CG、マスクは
Why would I?
どうして？
Don't snap at me. When it comes to cats, I swear this girl stops thinking straight. And Aoi, don't encourage her. Why are you even wearing that?
濡れたの。
What happened to the umbrella I gave you?
あ、
She completely forgot about it, didn't she? Somehow I'm not surprised. Has it let up out there? When we arrive at the front entrance, I notice it looks distinctly less rainy outside. Maybe we should head home now while we can.
はい。みゆきがいないの。
Wait, what? I look around. Sure enough, I can't see her anywhere near the shoe lockers. Did she seriously go wandering off into the school building? At night? Alone? Ah! What was that sound?
あら、驚かしちゃった？
Miyuki turns up from the direction of the hallway, smirking. Looks like she's holding something.
コーンポタージュ？
That sounds nasty.
まだ寒いでしょ？
Ugh!
体温めなさい。
Why would they even sell that? That sounds disgusting.
葵。
I hate corn.
そうよ。仲直りの印。
I would be insulted.
ありがとうなの。いただきます。うん。あったかいの。
Nah, you can't see it, but I'm grimacing like a motherfucker right now.
ポカポカなの。
Aoi smiles contentedly.
そうなの。
Aoi, where are you going? Oh god, I love the sound effect of her walking. The world would heal if women kept a spare cat onesie on them at all times in case of emergencies. Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
はい、葵からも仲直りの印なの。ヤバトも。
Just take it, Miyuki.
いやでもやっぱり嫌いなの？そんなわけないでしょ。葵の気持ちだものね。いただくわ。
She glares down at the newly opened can of tomato juice.
いただきます。あれ？美味しい？
Did she just use the "do you hate me" line? Well, I mean, she doesn't know much else. She's like, "Do you hate me? Do you want me to die?" Is that it? For real?
思ってたよりずっと。当然なの。気持ち詰まってるの。そうかもしれないわね。
Miyuki and Aoi share a grin. I'm actually starting to feel kind of left out over here. So Shinichi is getting cucked.
そういえばお腹減ってるんじゃない？
Yeah, I'm starving after all that running around we... Oh, you meant for the cat, right? It is still a kitten after all. Should we get it some milk? God, that reminds me of the time I had a friend that had a colony of feral cats. Well, not feral cats, but just stray cats outside his house. So I picked one up and I introduced her to wet food and I tried to bottle feed her after that. Well, she was like way too young. She was like 5 weeks old. But I tried to bottle feed her after that and she just was not having the milk at all. So I spent like $30 on canned cat milk for nothing. Oh, but catnip's probably closed at this time of night.
コンビニ？
Are kittens even allowed to drink the same milk as humans? No, Shinichi.
大丈夫？
Huh? Oh, my stupid ass. I thought like breast milk. I was like, no, you cannot feed cats human breast milk. Oh, regular milk. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
低温殺菌牛乳だと子猫でも飲めるわ。
Oh, really?
家に帰ったからネットで調べたの。
I thought they also couldn't drink that. Yeah, like they can't. I mean, they can drink like cow's milk, but it gives them diarrhea really bad, so I wouldn't recommend it.
みゆき、本当は猫飼いたいの？別にそういうわけじゃなくて。
I can't imagine any other reason why you'd research that kind of thing, but whatever. Okay, now where's the closest corner store? 812.
ぬる？しんいち来ないの？
About that.
あけぼのくんの家だものね。あけぼの、ゆうたろう？
See, Yutaro's parents run a convenience store. Yutaro often ends up working the register after school. If he happens to catch the three of us walking in together this late at night, well, let's just say things won't end well. I'll go in by myself. You two wait here, okay?
無理。ぬる？悪いけどプレッシャーに耐える自信がないわ。
She has a point. If I leave these two together, Miyuki will probably go all cat crazy again. By the time I get back, she'd probably be all congested from her allergies, and actually, that sounds kind of cute. Does Shinji have an allergy fetish?
葵、行ってくるの。
By yourself?
一人でなの。
With what money, though? Do you remember which one to get?
低温殺菌牛乳。間違わないようにね。はい。
Girl sniffling and sneezing is unfortunately Moe. I guess I just don't have eyes to see. With that, she darts into the store.
ちゃんと買えるかしら。
I'm not too confident.
子猫持ち込むのよ。
And she's still wearing that onesie.
私が行けばよかったんじゃない？
But she said she wanted to do it, so... An awkward silence lingers. Did Aoi leave us alone together on purpose? Faintly, I can hear cars passing in the distance. Somehow the sound of tires on tarmac is always a little different just after the rain. Another customer heads inside. A chime plays as the automatic doors slide open. You know, I gotta admit, Aoi might have adopted that cab purely on a whim, but I think she's just doing what she thinks is right.
それが人を苦しめるのよ。
Well, sure, maybe she can't tell reality from video games, and her lack of forethought is cause for concern. But honestly, I can't say that I dislike that about her. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that stupid tangent.
別に変じゃないと思うけど。
Miyuki falls silent, as if in thought. I fall silent too. The smell of rain lingers in the city air. Stars twinkle in the the clear westerly sky. I've never heard that word before.
私も自分の正しさを貫いてる。どうする？
I mean, you gotta put yourself first. What do you mean?
ね
Yeah?
だから私の本当の気持ちを。
Ah. Huh? We turn to find Aoi standing there, shopping bag in hand, blatantly spying on us. Guess you managed to buy it, huh?
そうなの。そうよくやったわね。それじゃあ早速行きましょう。
Right. Miyuki speeds off like she's eager to get out of here. I hastily follow suit.
二人きり作戦失敗なの？ミャオ。
I knew it. She planned this.
エル飲むの。
Aoi gently presses the tip of the feeding syringe to Eru's mouth.
おいしそうだな。
That cat is gonna have diarrhea. Yeah, no kidding. Did they buy a litter box? They didn't. Eru latches onto the tip of the syringe. We couldn't find any place selling baby bottles, but at least this seems to do the trick just fine. Oh yeah, so was Yutaro working the register?
いなかったの。でもうちきっこ店員さんいたの。
What klutz?
演劇部の。
Oh right, the girl who screams and runs away whenever she sees me. That chick's practically afraid of her own shadow. How does she hold down a customer service job?
声かけたの。びっくり。後ろ飛んだの。棚にぶつかるの。商品バラバラなの。
Sounds about right. Good thing I didn't go in there. She would have run off again.
そっちの方がフラグ？青いフラグクラッシャーなの？
How should I know? I don't even know what a flag is. Just then, I hear a noise behind me and turn to look. Whoa.
みゆき溶けたの？
She's probably fine. Probably. I think she just pressed her face right up against the glass door, that's all.
本当なの？
Have they quarantined her? Mostly. Seriously, she looks like she belongs on the set of a B-list horror movie. It's not pretty. But more importantly, there's a look in her eye that says, "Get over here!" So I'd better not leave her hanging. Anyway, I'll be right back.
気をつけるの。
I mean, she's not actually a monster from a B-list horror movie, right? What's your problem?
ずるい。二人で独占なんてずるいわ。
What else are we supposed to do? Let you die of allergies?
楽しそう。
Look, we're not trying to rub it in or anything. Out of nowhere, her hand suddenly touches mine? I start to panic. Then Miyuki leans away and I realize her cell phone is now sitting atop my palm.
取ってきて。近くで写真かわいいのお願いします。みゆきどうしたの？
I've been tasked with a holy mission.
ルル？
She asked me to take pics of Eru on her phone.
みゆき猫好きなの。
Yep. I aim Miyuki's phone at the kitten. Right now he seems to be pretty focused on that tasty milk. I sure hope he won't be scared of me or the camera. As the shutter sound effect plays, I brace myself. I wonder what boop boop was in the original Japanese. So she says doo doo, which is like the sound effect of like, I guess it can be interpreted as like denpa waves being transmitted. So like doo 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 doo, like that's. I know I'm explaining it terribly, but I don't think it would have translated well if they had just left it and made it a loan word or something like that. So I think boop boop or beep beep or something like that is perfectly acceptable. Yeah, like the doppio phone call noise. That was terrible. Don't cap that. I'm sorry. But it doesn't spook Edu at all. In fact, the camera seems to have caught his attention and he leans in curiously. Turns out I was worried for nothing. Looks like we got ourselves the next top model for Feline Weekly over here. As a reminder, I am no longer doing the drinking game, but if you guys want to drink every time someone says denpa, feel free. Thank you. I'm trying to absorb Japanese knowledge bit by bit. Oh, yeah, it's not easy, but if you. What I honestly recommend is going to school for it if you can. Like, if you're currently in college or university or something like that and they have Japanese classes, I would definitely take Japanese 1 and 2. I've been self studying since I was 13, but I didn't have the best discipline. But when you're in like a 5 day a week class and you're forced to read, speak, think, listen to Japanese, it really accelerates things. It makes self studying a lot easier in the future. Oh, yeah? And how does that work? I mean, sure, the little tuft of white fur on his forehead does kind of look like a lightning bolt. I tried, but the Japanese class at college was packed. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. I'd rather not be blackout drunk at 4 p.m. Understandable. But yeah, if college is a no-go, try to see if there are any local classes or maybe some online classes you could take, like outside of school. I would highly recommend that. Or like getting a study buddy, like there are language apps where you can like talk to people directly, but that's not so great with self-studying if you're just beginning with Japanese because, you have to teach yourself kana, you have to teach yourself like conjugations and, things like that. So,
見えない電波で気持ち伝わるの。
give me a break. Wait, what? Where's Eru? What?
ルル
After finishing his dinner, Eru toddles off, entirely unprompted, in the direction of the glass door Miyuki's currently glued herself to. No way. There, Eru and Miyuki face off, with only a single pane of glass between them. Miyuki's face is still contorted beyond the recognizable trappings of humanity. The kitten looks up, tilts his head, and licks her cheek through the glass. Oh my god! The Denpa cat kicks ass! Talk about insanely smart.
みゆきガラス飛び越えてアレルギーなの
Haha, good one. Nah, those are just happy tears, methinks.
嬉し涙知ってる
I'm happy for you, Miyuki. What do you think?
ありがとう
Miyuki checks over the kitten pictures, then puts her phone away. Were you always this much of a cat fanatic?
近づけないからこそ思いが募るの
Man, you should see all the faces you make whenever you go all cat crazy. You look like a cross between a.
あれは忘れて
Fine, fine. Sorry, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to forget that monstrosity. We should have gotten a CG of whatever the hell Miyuki does when she sees a cat. Thank you for the advice. The only experience I had with language learning was with Spanish. Japanese is like an entirely different ballpark. Oh yeah, absolutely. One thing that did make Japanese learning a little easier is that I'm Latino, so my parents and my family grew up speaking Spanish around me. Unfortunately, I don't know much Spanish myself. I'm an Osabo kid, but the sounds, like the pronunciation in Spanish and Japanese, are pretty similar. Like instead of A E I O U, it's A I U E O in like both languages. So that made picking up on the sounds a little bit easier. But teaching yourself an entirely new alphabet is definitely difficult.
ぐっすり眠ってるわねまるで本物の親子だわ
Following her lead, I peer into the living room from beyond the glass door. Aoi is curled up on the couch in her kitty onesie, holding Eru in her arms, snoring away.
今回は私が間違ってたのかもね。
Yeah, maybe. No amount of logic or reason could possibly hold a candle to that contented little smile.
なんか変な感じ。ずっと彼女のやり方が好きになれなくて、絶対に直してやろうって息巻いてたのに、逆にやり込められちゃって。でもいっそすがすがしいっていうか、吹っ切れちゃった。
She's completely right. Taking care of a kitten won't be easy, but I know we'd have regretted it otherwise. In the end, sometimes it's important to just be true to your own desires. Alright, I guess we should call it a night here and...
待って。
What, you want me to take some more photos?
そうじゃなくて。
You want to crash here for the night? I don't think it's a good idea, though.
違うの。今伝えたくて。
Oh, shit. What is this? Save here. My God, my saves are a mess. What hour are we at? 5 hours and 1 minute. What's that? Ah! Miyuki?
私吹っ切れた。
Miyuki pulls me closer until neither of us can see Aoi. Her body is turned towards me, and yet her face is turned away. We're too close. Way too close. Time slows to a crawl. Using only the top row and bottom row of the save menu is interesting. Yeah, so these are choices up here, and then these are just like my regular saves. I've got different slots, luckily, which is good because I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of them. But as this fills up, I'm gonna like move my regular saves elsewhere. Oh! Chat, we made it. Ever since Miyuki told me about the climax of the play. Oh, is there a choice here? I've kissed her countless times in my dreams. Is this all a dream too? If so, I need to wake up fast. Wow, that was random. Her lips twitch with her whisper. I can't let myself fall in love with her. And if we kiss, I definitely will, which means I know what I have to do. I need to get out of here, but my heart won't let me. I can feel it pounding in my chest. My heart wants this kiss to happen. Practice? I mean, it's not that hard. You just press your lips together unless they're gonna be like chewing each other's faces on stage. Hell no. Hell no. Go practice with your acting partner. This isn't my problem. Damn! What? It's not. I don't think being mean is the solution here. What am I, your guinea pig? Then why the fuck would you say that to me? Shiji, my god. Do you have any idea how I feel spending all this time with you? The glass door slides open and Aoi jumps in between us. Maybe I'm missing context, but why is he raking her over the coals? I have no idea. Like, he said he wants to be a normie, he wants to have a normal life, and that he can't fall in love with Miyuki. But I feel like there's a way easier way to let her down. Like, instead of getting all butthurt over a little kiss, you know? What the? Aoi? Aoi's body topples sideways, and I quickly catch her in my arms. Her eyes wander, unfocused. What's wrong? You feeling sick? I'm Vossel, bitch. Yeah, exactly. Aoi. The second we walk outside, Aoi loses her balance. Acting quickly, I pull her arm over my shoulder to keep her upright.
私も一緒に送る。
Not today, sorry. Damn! See you tomorrow.
みゆき、バイバイな。
I walk up with Aoi, leaving Miyuki standing there in silence. With one arm around my shoulder, Aoi hobbles down the street in her newly dried uniform. Sure you want to go back to the manga cafe? You could always stay a couple nights at my place. Hold on. So he wouldn't let Miyuki stay at his house, but he would let Aoi stay? Are we on Aoi's route?
それは危険なフラグなの。
Okay, what about the hospital? Aoi doesn't have insurance.
葵、電池不足なの。病院、無駄なの。
Then let me at least call you a taxi.
大丈夫なの。
I swear, once she puts her mind to something, she refuses to be swayed. Thankfully, she doesn't seem to be running a fever, so it probably isn't serious, but if she gives me another heart attack like that, I'm definitely calling a taxi.
新一、
What's up?
どうして葵と友達になったの？
Oh, well, I dimly retrace my memories back to that day I first exchanged email addresses with Aoi. That was the day we officially became friends. Then she took a photo of me and Miyuki together, and I didn't want you to spread that photo around.
それで友達に？
I mean, I had to do something, right?
でも新一、面倒ごと嫌いなの。
She's not wrong. Luko Aoi is easily the most annoying girl in our class. Even just holding a conversation with her is exhausting. And yet I went and did it anyway. You know, maybe Shinji really is Volcel. Jesus. I guess you reminded me of Miyuki. When we were little, Miyuki had trouble fitting in too. She was a loner just like you.
みゆき、そっか。新一はみゆきを助けたかった。
Huh? One minute she's staggering along on her own 2 feet, and the next she collapses onto the ground. You okay?
大丈夫なの。
Hold on a sec. I pull out my phone to call a cab.
いらないの。ここでお別れなの。
I'm not just gonna leave you out here.
いいの。
Aoi speaks softly, her gaze distant.
非攻略ヒロインはフェードアウトなの。だから葵のことすぐ忘れるの。葵をここに置いていったことも。
Over my dead body. Sighing, I crouch down at the side of the road. Hop on.
ルル、
I'll carry you.
おんぶ。
Well, you won't let me call you a taxi. Besides, it'll be faster to just walk there. Now hop on.
でも葵は
I said hop on. I mean, what else are friends for?
友達。
Aww. Aoi climbs on my back and we set off under the moonlight. She's so soft and warm and small. This is a nice CG, I agree. It's adorable. I wish we could see Shinichi's face though, but I guess he's supposed to be a self-insert, so. Wow, you weigh like nothing almost. Are you making sure to eat?
ヤマトマ飲んでるの。
You need something with more calories. You're gonna fade away into nothing at this rate.
気持ちは詰まってるの。
Love?
葵は毎日楽しかったの。忘れていた感覚を取り戻したの。それは新一のおかげなの。新一、好きな
Ooh! I'll save here. You're not supposed to, Aoi.
好きなの。大好きなの。新一、顔赤いの。恋人みたいなの。嬉しい。葵、嬉しいの。
No.
お友達でよかったな。もしかしたら葵ルートあったかもなの。でも今は違うの。みゆきルートなの。
I told you, stop talking like we're in a
新一は寝取られないの。
Excuse me?
そう。葵は世界をアップデートしたから。
Up there on top of the roof, at the center of the world, Aoi updated the universe. But that was just her acting out a scene from the game, right?
新一、みゆきの王子様になるの。
Her prince? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Of all the words that could be used to describe me, prince isn't one of them. I'm glad she's reassuring us that we won't get cucked. Yes, she's really driving it home. Step by step, we walk slowly through the dusky town until we arrive at the manga cafe.
新一、ありがとうなの。
Aoi hops off my back. You sure you don't need to go to the hospital?
ビリビリ充電回復なの。
We didn't get zappy though, unless we're missing something.
イベント CG のおかげなの。
What CG is she talking about? The good news is she doesn't seem as dizzy as she was back outside my house. Get plenty of rest, you hear me? I'll look after Eru.
お願いするの。
Aoi waves to me.
バイバイなの。
Have a good night. With that, she slowly disappears into the cafe. I watch her go until the elevator doors close. Thinking back, this has been one hell of a day. Still got some stuff to process myself, but... Hey there, little buddy. Want to sleep in my bed? Eru and I slide under the covers. I can feel the exhaustion weighing down every inch of my body. I'm too tired to think right now. And yet, somehow sleep evades me. Yawn. I'm so sleepy. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. No surprise there. Okay, gang. I think I'm gonna call it just for a little bit just because I'm hungry and I want to make myself some late lunch, early dinner, whatever. But I will hop back on stream to kind of hopefully get more through the game because I'm waiting for it to get denpa. It has yet to get that denpa, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna make something to eat and then I will be right back. Let me save real quick. Thank you. I encourage y'all to go snack on something too. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.